Hi guys, I'm the British WW2 man, and today I got a short video on an update on some new stuff that I bought. So first of all, I got this Feldpostbrief, which is two Feldpostbrief, which were basically the German way of sending messages home from the troops on the front. This one I believe is 1943 dated. And this one is definitely 1943 dated because it says up there 14th of the 1st 1943. And it also says on the other side 15th of the 1st 1943, which is okay, a day after, but so what. So yeah, these would be sent home by the German troops. These are both original, I believe. Got no reason to suspect why that they aren't. Got original stamp by the looks of it, and also the way how they'd be sealed up was they'd each have this thing around, all that funny liquid, that funny coloured paper, that's where there'd be gum, and there'd be gum all the way around here, and that or glue, and it'd be closed up, folded in half. I'll show you here. So you fold it like that, and you glue down either side, and that'll be your letter, and it has the address on the front. And here it says the sender, and it's got the guy's rank, his name, his initial, his name, and the Feldpost number. That's what you're meant to only include, that, but some people included their regiment, which they shouldn't have done, which looks like what they've done here. They used to not write particularly legibly back then, so that's why it kind of looks a teeny bit like it's in Chinese. Anyway, so here it is. I'm going to try and get my grandma to help me translate it, because she can read the German script from back then, whereas I can't. To me it looks a bit like Arabic. I know that sounds a bit fancy, but it's not meant to sound like that. So here's the second one, stapled in so I can't get it out the sleeve, but basically it's exactly the same, apart from it's had the thing cut off around the edge. So it's had the edge cut off, which is probably just because they didn't want to damage the letter by spending ages tearing it open, because things like this happen. So that was my first purchase. That was £6. So here are the next things I got. These are, they say paperwork, but they're basically propaganda things, because what had happened with these is, before rallies, I think, there'd be trucks going around throwing these into the streets, and they do that anyway as well, and basically it's talking about how bad the English are, etc, etc, etc. Before I get any comments saying, oh, you fascist SOB, I'm not supportive of what happened to the Jews or any people who were considered Untermensch back then. So yeah, basically it's saying, read this part because it's important. It says Goebbels sagt die Wahrheit, which is Goebbels says what it is. It's hard, my camera's not going to focus on it, but basically you get the idea. I got 4 of those for £3.50, which is good. I'm moving on to some other good things. This is a shoehorn, believe 1910s, 1920s. Let's try and get this camera to focus. J. Sears and Co. True from Boot Co. or True from Boot Co. Limited. So yeah, that was 50p. It's lost some of the paintwork here. Yeah, but it's got most of the paintwork there, which is good. So now for the two real good bargains that I got. These are two razors, cutthroat razors. These are from probably latter half of the 19th century. I'll start with this one here. Made you guess there, didn't I? This is, I think it could be Ukrainian, I'm not sure, because that looks kind of like the Ukrainian national symbol. But it might not be. Anyway, here it is. This, I think, could either be bone or ivory. I'm not sure. It's got something that could possibly be ebony here, in between. Shame it's broken. This is broken. So these are cutthroat razors. So I can focus the camera for you. It says, whoops, Fin LDG Ostiso, hard to say. It's had the blade broken here, probably because it was used for something it wasn't designed to do, such as maybe trying to cut something, I don't know, or it just got stuck or something. You know, I think, I'm not sure, it could be English because it says mark here, probably said trade there, but I've no idea. It's also got some writing on the back here, which I can't read because it's too darn rusty. I'm going to try and clean it up. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to try and keep it in its original box. I don't want to get the boxes mixed up. Now this one is very similar, apart from the end was broken, so we glued it back together. So here it is. It says, whoops, the Gotter razor here, and it says registered. And I think this one possibly could be earlier, I'm not sure. It's got a piece of ivory here, it's the opposite, and it probably mahogany, maybe Bakelite handle, not sure. Anyway, this one is a lot more complete. I'm trying to get the camera to focus, sorry. So here's the blade. It's only a little bit broken here at the end. Zoom in now. It's really interesting because on the blade it's got the maker's mark, and you read it that way. You can read the top part. You can also read the bottom part. But then you got to turn it the other way up, so you can read the middle part, because otherwise it's the wrong way around, upside down. So anyway, it's also got some writing here, I think. Was it on the other side? Yeah, it's here. Hard to see, but the writing's kind of covered over in rust. So yeah, you'd use these for shaving. Basically put your finger there, and then you run this across your face and shave, but it's very dangerous because it's just basically a knife. And you can easily cut your own throat with them. That's why it was called cutthroat razor, or nicknamed one. So I believe that this is proper for them, that they didn't really have lids as such. Because we've seen some other ones of these, and they don't have the lids. But these, it sometimes slip out, like it does on this one, quite easily. So I'm not sure anything about that. So anyway, these are pretty cool, quite rusty. Going to be a nice project to fix up. So yeah, these were both 50p each, which I think is a damn good bargain, seeing as the guy well, stupidly, who sold it to us didn't notice that he was selling another one of these in his shop for £8. Okay, it wasn't broken and wasn't rusty, but still, I think it's a good bargain. Now, coming to the last thing of the update, well, last couple of things. This is the barrel cover for my M1924 Mauser. I've filled in this part here and this part here with wood filler, because I mean it was kind of, it could break even more, it could crack even more, because someone's filled it in here already with another piece of wood. But I didn't want to waste time doing that because it would take ages, and you can easily do this. I'm going to cover this over with another coat of the wood filler, and then you can stain it, because you just can. Someone's tried to drill it in here and here. So, yep, and here. So here's the rifle. I tried to fix the massive crack in it with the wood filler, but it didn't work. So yeah, basically I'm going to try and file that all off. It comes off pretty easily with a file. So yeah, I also found a really interesting thing on this, which was here. It says, if it's gonna focus, which it probably doesn't want to, .92mm, Belgique, I believe, which is Belgium, I think. And then it's got some crests here, and it's got, I believe that's the Belgium Arms Manufacturing Company's mark. I'm not sure, but another awesome thing is there's just another thing there. Can't remember where it is. Ah, here it is. Whoa, whoops daisy. Try and turn the rifle around without knocking anything over. If you look here, the receiver and the barrel have the same serial number, 4916, 4916, which I think is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of restore this. I know lots of people are going to go, oh, you're ruining the value of it by adding wood filler, but the thing is, I ain't selling this, so I don't really care about that. Well, I do care about it being okay, but I mean, I don't think I'm ruining it by putting wood filler in there, because in the long term, wood filler in here is going to stop it cracking from even more and breaking even more, and a little bit of wood filler here is also going to stop this cracking and breaking more. So yeah, I'll show you how to put this on as well. You get the side, put it over like that, twist it around like this, and you put it down like that. Then you have a look at the end, grab this, you just push it on like this, and your thing's back on, and then you put your sights down, and voila, your barrel shroud thing is back. I also noticed something also interesting about this, is it's missing the extractor. It should have an extractor core, which my Gavir 98 has. This doesn't, so maybe I'm thinking about finding one, but they're quite expensive, because I've seen them for going for about 30 quid, 30-40 quid. So I can't find my Gavir 98, but basically what happens is the extractor claw would be attached behind this, so that's the reason why this was catching a lot. The extractor claw goes to here, and then that hooks onto the cartridge case. So when you pull it back, it then pings back the thing. So there's that. Yeah, I'm also might be thinking of buying myself a safety for this, and a back piece of a bolt and another safety for my Gavir 98 because it's missing those. Or alternatively, I could take off the Gavir 98, extract the claw and fix it to that, but I kind of want to keep the two guns with their parts together. I'm probably going to either make or buy some sights for this because this doesn't have any. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. The difference between the Yugo versions is some of the Yugo versions had like a round thing fixed here for a sling swivel, and then they had a swivel on the side here, and so you could wear it like a K98 sling. But this one, because it's an early production one, it wouldn't have that. This, I believe, the FM produced these for China and Yugoslavia, and anyone who really wanted to buy them, or who needed them. So yeah, but the main countries it was sold to was Yugoslavia. So yep, that's basically it. Also, I'll mention this as well, I used the wood filler on this wooden grenade that I've got. I got this from Dad's Stick Out a couple of years ago. I think it was last year sometime, and it's got a little bit of gaps here where it's been thrown and bits of the wood have broken off. So I said I might as well use a wood filler on this, and so I'm going to need to put a little bit more wood filler on it to fix it up properly, and then I can finally paint on the insignia, like such as the Waffenamp and a thing that says danger, so it's gold grenade in German. So yeah, that's basically it. I also filled in parts for my Colt 1860 Army revolver, no, 1851 Navy revolver, because the grip wasn't working, so I filled it in with the wood filler. It's also cracked, so I can drill it again and it will work properly rather than sliding all over the place. So basically that's it. Hope you enjoyed this update video. Comment, subscribe. Bye. What I meant was missing, guys, just before you leave, was see this part here? It's missing on my M1924. You can see here, it's got that part. It's not got this part here. So that's basically just the missing part, and what it does is it extracts the cartridge. I'll see if I can very quickly find you cartridge to show you it being extracted. Okay guys, this isn't a correct cartridge for it, but still, it's kind of hooked on here, if you can see this. See there? The extractor claw's looped around the back of the cartridge, base of the cartridge, and now basically look, it's come up, and then yeah, basically tries to eject it. It does want to do it with this because it's deactivated, partially because this is the wrong caliber, but still it's virtually the same. It comes back and it's meant to catch on the cartridge, but it won't, because it only does it if it's a flat flat thing. Because like the bolt needs to be flat the bolt head's been cut off due to the deactivation. So it comes out, it comes back to here. When it comes back to here, this is meant to fly out, it hits the ground. Whatever, that's a nut, by the way. Just to show you guys. See it go snitching. Anyway, so it's basically what I'm going to try and buy for the M1924. So yeah, that's basically it. Probably, and I found out that this is actually a WW2 clip. That's why these cartridges don't fit on. So comment, subscribe, bye.